Top 10 small electric cars. Are you sick of gas prices going up and up and going to the pump over and over again? Imagine driving through the city with almost no pollution and very little cost. What if we told you that you could have the best of both worlds, cutting-edge technology and stylish design? What's in this video? We're going to talk about the top 10 small electric cars that are both good for the environment and fun to drive. Want to know which small electric vehicle could change the way you drive to work? Stay with us as we look at the best choices on the market and try to figure out which one might be the best fit for you. 10. Volkswagen ID.2. Volkswagen ID.2, the all-electric replacement to the VW Polo, will debut in 2026 on Volkswagen's front-drive MEB entry model platform. The Wolfsburg company will sell the car in 38 Lolo and 56 kilowatt-hours models, with the latter targeting a 280-mile range for roughly £22,000. The car will showcase Volkswagen's new design philosophy, drawing inspiration from the Beetle, Golf, and Polo rather than the ID.3. The Ravel, the production version of the Cooper Urban Rebel, will be a racy Spanish brother, but not as cheap. The budget EV motoring may be this automobile. An A-segment Super Mini, the Seagull is smaller than others on this list. Early in 2023, it debuted at the Shanghai Motor Show with a 38 kilowatt-hours battery that claims 252 miles of range in China. No word on European availability, but expected to be incredibly affordable, possibly as little as £15,000. 9. Renault 5. The Renault Zoe, which dominated the small electric car market for years, is no longer produced, but its successor could transform Renault. The 2025 Renault 5 will be a throwback take on the 1980s Renault hatchback. With all-independent suspension and a Megane E-Tech base, it should improve electric Super Mini handling and ride. Renault has stated that the car would be cheaper than the Zoe, so we should expect sub-£30,000 pricing and retro styling. In its second generation, BMW is elevating the electric Mini. New Mini Cooper E and Cooper Southeast models have 181 BEP, 40.7 kilowatt-hours batteries, and 190 miles of electric range. Go for the more expensive Cooper Southeast for 215 BEP and 250 miles from the battery. BMW and China's Great Wall Motor created the automobile, which will be constructed at BMW plant Oxford, Cali. 8. GWM Aura 03. Great Wall Motors' GMW Aura 03, previously Aura Funky Cat, may catch your eye for various reasons. The car is spacious and practical, and its pricing is eye-catching. GWM calls their model platform Lemon, although it's unclear what that abbreviation means or why you'd use it. The automobile is inconsistent. It's large and beautiful for its class, but the car's underseat battery limits rear headroom. Material richness and cheap details abound in the cabin. The infotainment system offers many features, but a frustrating layout of tiny controls. Ride and handling are good, but steering is disappointingly light and electronic stability control is harsh. Performance is strong when the battery is fully charged, but declines as it depletes. Car cabin noise isolation is another weakness. The 03 lacks cosmetic consistency and noticeable engineered-in integrity. It's not a bad automobile, but it indicates that many Chinese brands are still learning. 7. Honda E. Honda's first mass-produced all-electric automobile, the Honda E, is unusually tiny and creative. A rear-mounted motor offers packaging efficiency, but the car fails to deliver, and all-independent suspension promises a larger car's ride and handling. The E comes in 134 BEP and 152 BEP models, but its battery capacity is 35.5 kilowatt-hours gross, limiting its WLTP range to 136 miles on 16-inch wheels. We struggled to get more than 100 from our 17-inch rimmed test car. Driving the E is smooth, controlled, and effortless, with medium-pace steering, a narrow turning circle, and moderate yet responsive performance. It's a pleasant zero-emission city car with charming alternative style, but it didn't excite us or give the best background body control. 6. BYD Dolphin. The new Chinese automobile makers provide good value, especially for EVs. BYD, which is fast constructing a comprehensive range of electric automobiles, is heading to Europe. Dolphin is now its smallest model. It's not the greatest car on this list, but the entry-level model costs £25,490 and the fully loaded long-range version costs £30,990, so its drawbacks can be overlooked. Infotainment is the biggest issue with all BYDs, but handling and leather it are poor. Though large, the screen hides critical options in deep submenus and doesn't work well with phone mirroring. Still, you get all the gear you could want, the ride is comfortable, and the real-world range is over 200 miles. The Dolphin has more inside room than the other cars on this list due to its size. 5. Mazda NX-30. Mazda has always done things its own way, and its first all-electric car is no exception. Even though the NX-30 isn't what you expect, it's attractive. Mazda uses a 35.5 kilowatt-hours battery pack with a 124-mile range, since it feels buyers won't require more, and increasing the battery would be costly and heavy. The automobile is large, has an SUV-like body that is trendy, and is decorated in intriguing materials that make the cabin cozy and appealing. It also has suicide rear-hinged back doors, a throwback to the brand's historic rotary-powered RX-8 Coupe, although we found these impracticable for daily use. When traveling quickly on an exciting road, the MX-30 is dynamically impressive. The MX-30 steering and suspension are evocative of the MX-5 sports car, but the electric motor's 143 BP and 199 pounds didn't blow us away in a straight line. It was a bit plain around town. Rapid charging at up to 50 kilowatts makes the odd Mazda MX-30 appealing if the short range works for you. If not, the range-extended REV rotary engine is available. C. Different is what Mazda and we like. 4. Mini Electric. In 2020, a Mini Electric expanded the brand's fun factor to compact EVs, although with some usage issues. The Mini Electric, based solely on the three-door Mini, used the BMW i3 as a powertrain, which produced 181 BP and 199 pounds. This car performed better than many on this list, and we liked its gripping, darty, and nimble handling. All the Mini brand's dynamic traditions. Really like it. Range is catch. Mini promises 143 miles. However, drivers obtain 100 to 120 miles depending on how and where they drive. This isn't a car with a small boot and hard-to-reach back seats that are only useful for little kids. This tiny EV isn't the cheapest, starting at just under 30,000 pounds. The Mini remains one of the best little EVs, but its low range makes it unsuitable for the top spot. Fortunately, a new version with larger batteries should arrive early next year. The prototype we drove was even better to drive than the present one. 3. Corsa Electric. Vauxhall's brother to the Peugeot E208 doesn't have the same flair or inventive interior, but it's still one of the best little electric cars because it's mostly the same underneath. Early versions lagged behind the Peugeot on range, but an update with a higher final drive ratio and a standard heat pump increased range from 209 to 222 miles, and now a battery capacity increase and new electric motor have increased it to 246 miles. The Corsa Electric's facelift included a new multimedia system and comprehensive front-end redesign. Unfortunately, it costs over 35,000 pounds more. The Corsa is plainer than the Peugeot, but we like it, especially in its current incarnation. Genuine 220-mile everyday battery range, sharp handling, and a comfortable ride should sell the car, along with 100 kilowatts DC rapid charging capabilities. Purchase incentives from Vauxhall include free home charger installation and a reduced home energy tariff. Vauxhall's vast UK dealer network and willingness to offer significant discounts have made this one among the UK's best-selling EVs, converting non-electric motorists. Our testers think it's good enough to leave a positive impression. 2. Fiat 500 Electric. Since the old car is now the Fiat 500 Hybrid and modest hybrid, Fiat's model range is confusing. The newer electric 500 is what you want. The new electric 500 looks familiar, but seeing them side by side shows its uniqueness. Fiat has done a great job preserving the 500's classic charm while modernizing it. Since it was designed as an electric car from the start, it has a 42 kilowatt-hours battery and a theoretical WLTP lab test range of 199 miles, which we found to be closer to 140 miles. A 24 kilowatt-hours Fiat 500 action is cheaper, but we don't think the savings are enough to justify the shorter range. The 117 BP motor makes the electric Fiat 500 faster and more fun to drive than any other 500. Though the steering is mild, there's enough of grip and little body roll, and it handles the road nicely. The inside is also much improved over prior 500s. Although plasticky, it looks nice, has comfy seats, and has logical and responsive infotainment. Even a convertible has a rollback canvas roof. However, tall drivers won't like it, and you shouldn't carry adults in the back very often. However, inflation and the plug-in car grant's death have hurt the electric 500's list price. The range now starts at roughly 30,000 pounds, up from under 20,000 pounds at launch. More money is needed for the longer range model. That's a lot for a small tot, but we like this compact, trendy EV that's fun to drive outside the city. 1. Peugeot E208. affordable battery range, comfortable ride, decent performance. Soft suspension affects speed control, low-quality materials, tight rear seats. An ordinary combustion engine Super Mini, the Peugeot 208 doesn't stand out. Our road testers think it's one of the best little vehicles in all-electric form. This is due to its usable range, good performance, value, practicality, style, perceived quality, and driver appeal. It should be a top choice for your first electric car. As striking as its beautiful appearance, this Peugeot's interior is rich and unusual. Practicality is comparable to the Renault Zoe and better than the Mini Electric. While performance is great, the E208's refinement tops both arch rivals according to our tests. You definitely get enough electric motor-enabled zip. The car rides supplely, unlike other smaller EVs, which struggle to manage their body bulk on the road and feels lighter than its primary rivals at high speeds. Direct steering is impressive, although body control suffers if you drive hard. Still, the E208's driving experience is impressively well-rounded. Also noteworthy is its 248-mile range. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated with the latest in electric cars and sustainable transportation, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon.